This is abnormal entertainment.
You notice I say dick a lot. 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 Dick, 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 dick. Hello, bonjour, what's up? Welcome to SuckCess the Pudcast. My name is Camm and I want to teach you freaks a couple of things or two. Last week I started some of you off on a mission to quite simply introduce yourself to some guys, be cool, be friendly, be normal, assimilate. Sometimes I love those of you, and by you I mean my fellow gays in this case, who are flamboyant and over the top. It's who you are, and it can be very entertaining. That being said, sometimes I cringe at that very same behavior. Why do I cringe? Okay, it's like this. There's a such thing as too much of anything. And in this case, sometimes, dare I say most times, it's just way too much. On the one hand, I know we fought for a long time to be out and proud, and we're not going to curtail ourselves for anyone. We are who we are, right? On the other hand, our entire culture is being represented in public forums and the media by the percentages of who are out there. It always gives me pause to know that a large portion of the heteros believe that we're all like that. As a black man, I felt the same way about the whole Antoine Dodson 15 Minutes of Fame. Same exact principle. Yes, he was entertaining, but at the same time, he set black people back in the media about 15 years for his 15 minutes. And he was also black and gay covered in his representation, so I was peeved with it 2 times over. But I digress. Okay, so last week I set you off on a mission, and what I did forget to do was give out an email address so I can get some feedback from you guys. I was kicking myself about that, but I'm going to remedy it right now before I get sidetracked with dick and forget again. I want this to be a discussion between the two of us. Just me and you. And even as change. We won't always agree, but whoever does, right? My entire purpose of doing this is to get some conversations flowing on all things gay primarily, but who knows what we'll end up discussing. This is your show as much as it's mine, people, so I want to hear from you, so you can email me with any comments, criticisms, topic suggestions, general queries at mrcamm@gmail.com. That's MISTACAMM@gmail.com. That's an existing email address I've had for a while now, and full disclosure, it's possible that I'll eventually create an email address specifically for this show, but for now we're just going to go with that. Okay, back to last week. I hope everyone enjoyed their holidays and their parties and their spirits, and I hope all my little oddities took my advice and at least went and introduced yourself to someone or multiple people that you would normally think is out of your league for whatever reason. As I said in the pilot episode, I will be your dick guide in this little process, but we'll jump from topic to topic as opposed to following a numbered list of step-by-step instructions on how to date and hook up outside your pay grade per se. I left a question unanswered last week. How can I call a guy straight if he's letting me blow him? This question and my answer to it has been causing controversy amongst me and some of my friends for years now. My answer is simply this. If a guy loves pussy, fucks pussy, maybe eats pussy, then he's straight. But how can that be? Shouldn't he at minimum be labeled bisexual? No. And here's why. No matter what you decide to do with me behind closed doors, if your heart and dick beats for women, then you're a straight man. I'm still on the fence over the concept of bisexuality. Most bisexual men I know are big old flamers who would push their girlfriend in front of a metro train for 5 minutes with a good throbber on her, dude. I, myself, came out as bi when I first came out the closet. I knew I was gay. I just thought it'd be easier on everyone involved if I didn't just bust out as all the way gay right out the bat. Hell, I still haven't made a separate announcement to my family that I'm gay. I came out as bisexual 12 years ago, and ever since then, they've never seen me with a woman, ever. I figured they'd just get it by now. But I did date women for years. Now, riddle me this. Does that make me bisexual? Of course not. Part of it was experimentation. The bulk of it was just being too scared to acknowledge the truth. And I laugh about that now because my family is supportive, which is a weird thing to say because why do we need support? Maybe back when I was a kid I could see that. But it's a different time now. Nobody gives a shit if you like dick or pussy or both. People just want to know that you're not a fucking psycho and if you're fun to be around and hang out with you, right? So, I digressed again, but what I should have said is my family doesn't give a shit who I date. So now, looking back, I wish I would have came out much earlier. Are some of the guys I seek out in that same boat I was in secretly gay but just not ready to admit it yet? Absolutely. Some of them are. But just due to my personal preference of straight guys, I tend to mostly be drawn to the ones that are, in fact, legitimately straight and willing to do me a solid and let me blow them, or are just so horny as men that as long as no one's looking and going to find out, any mouth will do. And you'd be surprised at how many of them are out there. God bless them. Everyone. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you too can find that hetero flexible guy on your own. I'm going to help you. I'm here for you. We're in this together. Give me just a few minutes every week and I'll eventually have you drowning in cum. And quit making that face. You know you enjoyed the image of it. But to all my non-gays listening, get used to it. I did warn you. Listen at your own risk. I'm just getting started. Okay, so next week I want to get back to the list and explain to my little oddities, I'll say that with love of course, exactly how to proceed after you talk to the guy and show them how cool you are. Yes, you're gay, but no, that doesn't mean that you're going to try to hit on them. Yet. Again, my name is Camm Harson and this has been SuckCess the Pudcast, brought to you exclusively from abnormalentertainment.com every Saturday. You can always email me at mrcam@gmail.com to chime in here, and I promise you I'll read each and every email personally. Be sure to tune in to all of our shows and listen to all of our great abnormal hosts. It is my home, and I've personally removed all the doors off the closets. Please tune in with me next week for more hot tips or more hard tips, and in the meantime, remember, that thing ain't gonna suck itself. You better be there to get it done.
Head to abnormalentertainment.com for podcasts, blogs, and videos. New content goes up every single day at abnormalentertainment.com.